Super calm, Pebble Beach, getting ready to dive. Here's Denise. It's gonna be awesome. So we'll see you underwater. All right, so we got everything pretty much set up now. Takes a little bit, but here's how it's laid out. Everything I have is for a rollover. So I got these tool lanyards around everything. This whole thing could roll over and everything's attached. Obviously I got to put gloves on, booties, I got my watch on, I got a belt on. My belt is awesome because if I just jerk this, the whole thing will fall off in case I get in trouble or something, if I'm deep or whatever, which is nice. This right here is a spike streamer. So if I shoot a fish, pull the fish in, first thing I'll do is use my knife, which clips in and out really nice. I can grab with either hand, which is important. You don't want to put a knife on somewhere where you can't grab it with both hands. And this thing is nice, as you can tell. You put it through the gill and out the mouth, and it will just slide down the string and it can't fall back off. And now I just, right here I can feel it underwater and I tuck it right back in here. So that fish is right here. I can put 6, 8, 9 fish on this thing, no problem. So you're going to see what all this is about when we get out there. But I got something to drink. I got a bar out there. It's going to be out there for a long time. Here's my cooler. This is what I sit on the paddleboard, and it's full of ice, which is always nice. And then I got a little box on the back. All I do is reach back, and this has got my mask, my GoPro set up. I got a little under-over telly spin so you can see under and over the water. Which we don't have to have it, but it's always nice to have out there. We're going to put a dive flag, and here's the pole. This pole will open up, and I'll stick this thing in this pole, and the dive flag will be up. Miscellaneous stuff. I got a tape measure, some more Dyneema in case something comes loose, something breaks, I can retie stuff. I got a kit for the paddleboard. This is a drift sock, which is really important because when you get out there, you can throw this out and you'll barely go, which is great. What are you doing, buddy? I have a little anchor, which is nice. I think this is for 30 foot and under. I usually tie off on kelp with my my ankle leash. And then this is a little dry box. Got keys in there and my phone. So that's how we are set up. That's what I do most of the time. So when I get 4 or 5 fish on my hip, or unless I get something really big, we'll stay out there. We'll tie this to kelp. We'll dive around. We'll be in 30, 40, 50 foot of water or whatever. And I can always bring fish up here. I'll take a break up here. I'll gut and take the gills out, gut them, put them on ice, and that's about it. You can sit out there all day and it's so fun. It's exciting. So I'll talk to you more when we get underwater. that we always do to fish too. Gut and gill. I use my dive knife, get them split open. Take your finger, rip all this stuff out. A lot of times you can see what it's eating. That's not nothing. Grant over here just pulled out an octopus out of one, which is pretty cool. I know.
I would cook it.
But anyway, so I split the gill right from the stomach open and exposes everything. So then at that point, you can just take your finger in here and you just hook the gills and pull all the gills out. Gills hold a lot of bacteria. A lot of times we don't clean these fish we try not to clean them for, they say about 2 days. I actually threw salt water in with my ice too. If we're not cleaning these right away, then throw salt water in with your ice. But yeah, that's how clean that gets. Makes it really pretty nice, pretty clean. I did shoot this one in a bad spot. That should actually make a pretty cool video because it's down deep in the kelp. We got another one in here. A couple more in here. Nice rockfish. So again, I'll show you. This one hasn't been touched. Watch these spines because these things are like little hypodermic needles. So I fold these things down. Fold these down, and I always start right at the anal hole. And if you can, if the fish ain't too big, you can split right up through its fins, or you can actually go around either way. Don't matter. What I can do is cut down in front of these gills. That kind of open that up. You can stick your knife in here then. At that point, and finish that cut. And right there, we're extremely exposed again. So as at that point, you put your finger in the gills, rip these out. I can't believe we don't have seagulls all around us, because that's what usually happens. But if we're, like today, right now, we're taking a break on our board. And you can clean all these fish while you're letting your head cool down. Mine has kind of got a headache right now. But rinse these off. We're in salt water, which is the best thing to rinse these off. Definitely don't use fresh water. And right there, it's that easy. Clean them out as much as possible. Give them a rinse. That's it.